So I love the main character, Servant. I love that old man. He sits down with the main character and tells the main character to trust the male lead. They're talking about the Empress Dawngrau. This is before the meeting with the Empress Dawngrau, and he tells the main character to trust his husband, to believe in his husband and allow his husband to do what his husband needs to do. Like, they're talking about the main character's past life and his relationship with the male lead in his past life and how he let the Empress Dawngrau get between the two of them. And he tells him, don't be like your past self. Trust your husband and, be strong and believe in him. And I love that. That is the advice the main character needed to hear. So I knew something bad was going to happen to the banquet. I sat there and said, do not go there. Just stay home. Listen to your husband. Just don't go anywhere. You know you could be in danger. Do not go anywhere. Stay home. You don't have to be a knight in shining armor. You can stay home and be a little pretty princess. Because sometimes it's nice to be the pretty princess that gets protected. But no, he doesn't. He decides to go to the banquet, even though his life and his, purity have been put in danger so many freaking times, which is very important, especially if you're supposed to be the bride in the relationship. But no, he doesn't listen. He goes to the banquet. He doesn't stay with his grandma. His grandma had given him permission to go off and do what he wanted. He ended up running into his past life's ex-lover. They're dancing. They're having conversation. The past life's ex-lover is literally lecturing him for going behind his husband's back. Yes, he has his family's permission. And he thinks his family has told his husband, but he still gets on to the main character. He's like, how stupid are you? Every time someone has their back on you, your life is in danger. There's a guy sicking his teeth at you, and you come to this banquet, and the main character's like, well, I need to apologize to my ex-fiance for breaking off our engagement. And I'm like, are you stupid? His ex-fiance gets in between the two, and he drags the main character away to have a quote-unquote conversation. And the past life's ex-lover is like, I'm watching. I'm going to keep my eye on this shit. If he seems a little bit uncomfortable, I'm coming. Obviously, the main character thinks everything's going to be perfectly fine. It's not. We as readers know it didn't go well. The main character realizes it's not okay. This guy is not the nice guy he thought this guy was, because this guy can't take the word no, and our engagement is broken off. An engagement I didn't even agree on or knew of until too late. Goodbye. No, he gets literally dragged away. He had been drugged too. And he was sending distress singles to his past life's ex-lover, and the dude sees and comes rushing to them, but it was too late. He goes, finds the ex-fiance's dad. They go searching for them. The dude tried to do the vile act towards the main character. If the past life's ex-lover didn't rush into the door and saw what happened and got in between them, and yes, the main character fought back as best as he could with the little knife he had, but the dude easily tricked the main character. The main character, him, and the main character felt terrible. He's like, how could you do this? Keep stabbing him, honey. Keep stabbing him. Your status as your family being literally the second royal family will protect you if you stab this dude. Stab him and repeat stabbing him. But no, don't. He puts his knife down to be like, oh, I'm so sorry, and tries bandaging the guy. He literally tries bandaging the guy who literally tried doing something bad to him, and then tries again doing something bad to him. I know you're gonna be like, this is victim blaming, but you know what? If he just learned to listen to someone when they tell him to stay home, you know what? I need to calm down. I'm getting too angry over this, but yeah, he gets saved again. This time, the past life's lover takes him back home. Back to, the Maleed's palace. And let's just say the Maleed is not happy when he learns about this. No surprise. But what they can tell, the ex-fiance was probably not right in his mind. Right before this event even occurred, he had a talk with the Macris. Had a full-on conversation with the dude after his engagement was cut off, and then he started going derail crazy. Cray. So maybe his mind had been altered and messed with. But yeah, not okay. So the Maleed and the main character, they do the do. mostly because the main character was drugged. This is the first time they actually go the whole way, and afterwards it's non-stop going the whole way. They're constantly doing the do. The male lead uses it as ways to punish and control the main character and teach the main character how weak and vulnerable he is to others, and really nail it to the main character's head, because again, the main character keeps putting himself in dangerous situations and never once thinks about it. But they haven't had a conversation, and it's making the main character more depressed as time goes on. And the main character's knight's have a conversation with him. Stop being a tickwad. Just have a conversation with him, because it's making your wife depressed. It's making your future bride depressed as hell. You won't even let his family see him yet. The male lead forbade the main character from returning back to his home and is keeping the main character imprisoned at his home in his room. The main character can't even leave his room. He has the main character imprisoned. All the main character can do is wait till he gets home so they can do the do, and then he gets left alone in the male lead's room. Yeah, that's literally all the main character has done this entire time, which is really sad. He can't even see his family. His family wants to see the main character, but they're not allowed to, and with the excuse of what happened at the banquet was technically the main character's family's fault. I'm like, no. It's the person who laid hands on the main character, and the main character for knowing that he shouldn't have gone there but went against your orders, and his family didn't even want him to go. So yeah, they allowed him to go because they knew he should have been safe with his grandmother. They were hoping his ex-fiance wouldn't do something like this, but no, he did. So yeah, they do have a conversation, and the main character admits to the fact it wasn't just because he wanted to apologize to his ex-fiance, but because, again, the same issue he's had since book 1 is where he keeps comparing himself to his past self, who was, kind of a cheater, because he was with his past self was with the ex-lover and was doing the do with Melly during the period of time he was still with his other lover. So yes, he's technically a cheater. Keeps comparing himself to his past self because his past self was a big, strong man who could protect and fight for his lover, and he can't. I'm like, honey, again, the male lead is not wanting to be with you because you are your past selves. He's wanting to be with you because it's you. And he finally has acknowledged that. He doesn't care that he now has to be in prison the rest of his life so the male lead can feel safe. And the male lead's like, no, I will allow you to, instigate, but you have to be more careful now. And I'm like, no, I'd lock him up for the rest of his life, honestly, because every time you turn your back, he goes, I'm not going to listen to your orders. I'm going to do what I want. Even though you have repeatedly told him that you love him for who he is over and over and over again, but he keeps going, na, 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 which is insane because he's adored upon and loved upon. And